All right, and with that, it is time for Dracula 2 Noroi no Fuuin with Sathdresh. Sath, take it away and have a great run.
Welcome everybody to GDQ for Dracula 2 Noroi no Fuuin. It is also otherwise known as Castlevania 2 Dracula's Curse in the US. This run is pretty interesting, and it's not, definitely not the run that you've all seen and have pined about. So,
Quick at it. You said Dracula's Curse. Simon's Quest.
Oh my gosh, why did I say Dracula's
Yep.
Curse? Oh my gosh. See, that's what nerves do to you when you get all nervous and crap.
Don't worry.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. But yeah, as you heard, co-commentating with us is JC and SBDWolf.
Buddy?
Hello, I'm SBDWolf. The other guy is JC.
I'm JC. You might remember me from running the US version of Castlevania 2 at HEDQ 2019.
So we had a donation incentive for the name, the file name. What was that? Is it still Sal, or did anything overtake it?
Well, let me give it a quick refresh here and we'll see. That would be the prizes. Let's try this again. The name is going to be Sal.
Sal, all right. Sal really wanted their name in here, so Sal, this is for you, obviously. We do have a safety save because there is one point in this run that can go a little haywire, so we have a little backup just in case, but I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. So let's go ahead and go to Sal. No, don't do that. Oh, wait. Go back. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do, it won't let me do the spaces. Yeah. So we'll have a little arrow there, I guess. Why won't it let me? Alright, well, I guess it has to be 5. That's interesting. Never tried that before. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start in 3, 2, 1, go. This is the FDS version, so that is the Famicom Disk System version. So this has loading times and has a save and quit feature. Normally this run starts out just like the any % run where we have to get 13 heart drops. Normally, since there is loading times, it's about 1 minute and 13 seconds when we need to get our heart drops by.
That was a floor drop. Straight through. Sometimes it's a game. Thinking there's no floor. Clip on the correct falling frame, and you have the right subpixel.
Well,
Yep. Get there via jumping, stairs, whip. You can do a bunch of it. Mostly changing your weapon. May I share the story of this game?
yeah.
All right. So it turns out when you killed Dracula in Castlevania 1, you put a curse on everybody. You put a curse on the whole world, the whole town, and especially on Simon. Actually, in this game, Simon's back is out. And you have to save your back or else in 7 in-game days, or else Simon dies at the end. Why you have to break the curse by resurrecting Dracula, killing him again. If you're looking at that at face value, it looks like it makes no sense. I think AVGN mentioned it, but it does make sense from a story perspective.
Yeah, the Cookie Monster in the first game is supposed to represent the curse. Oh no, we didn't
I
have
actually didn't know that.
I thought. Yeah.
Uh-oh, not enough?
So when you kill Dracula and the Cookie Monster comes out, that's supposed to represent the curse that Dracula is infecting into Simon.
Okay.
So
So,
yeah,
yeah.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the heart drops. I thought I did, but I must have miscounted. But we didn't have enough time anyway. CV2 is CV2. So we're going to just farm here. We do have some time for donations or any more canon stories.
No donations for now.
All right. Well, we have $25 from 8 saying, Seth, it's finally time. I'm so proud of you. I know you're going to destroy this run. Let's go.
Thank you so much, 8.
Also $25 from Gator36 saying, my boy Seth representing Castlevania 2 for a great cause. Good luck, Sathdresh, from all of us. And everyone here tonight should celebrate themselves for fighting cancer. Much love from Fred.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Gator. And because we missed the heart grind, we will actually get to see Fred. So that is one plus about missing the heart grind right here. And for those of you who don't know, Fred will come into play later on. It's just a small side note, but it's always fun to point him out.
might this be a good time to explain what kind of run this is?
Yeah, well, right now, pretty much what we do that's different than the US version is exactly what JC was talking about during their run. If anybody remembers that, JC was really hyped to show something special with Castlevania 2 at the end. In the US version, you can only get there from Dracula's mansion, but because we're gonna exploit the way the game uses the loading features in the disc, we are actually going to utilize the glitch world, and it's pretty much the backbone of this run now.
This version specifically allows you to do many more things out of order than normal. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of slight changes. One of the things you can hear also is the soundtrack is definitely different. It uses all 5 sound channels of the Famicom.
About how long do you
I think sounds better.
About how long do you think we have till daytime?
We have about 10 seconds.
For anyone who hasn't played this game, the basics of this work like this. You have in-game days where the shops do not work at night. Turns nighttime, which you see here, then he cannot enter the shop and right. Or waiting for daytime, that's the daytime train. There, enter. Plenty of hearts for just about everything. Winds up not losing as much as...
Yeah, and that jump there is on purpose because we're going to set up for a floor drop here.
Excellent.
And that's all based off of your subpixel values, and we manipulate that by doing certain jumps and then bonking our head on different things also.
Yeah,
we'll just leave them go.
Normally you're not like able to know your subpixel on the fly, but the lucky thing is that if you touch stairs, that resets your subpixel at a predictable value of 0, and then you can take specific actions from there to get the value you want.
So we're going to go head to Berkeley. So we're not going to sequence break the first mansion. We're going to go straight there and get Dracula's rib. We won't come back to this part of the game ever again, so we kind of want to get it done as fast as possible.
We'll get the chain whip in this.
Well, we do. We're going to come back to get the chain whip afterwards because we it's faster to get it now or go through Berkeley now and get chain whip since we missed the day and night cycle.
Yeah, most of what I know is the US. At that point, taking another Oh, the sequence break? I guess not game, but we'd be taking the stairs down there to town and getting the chain whip for kill all these guys in one. Japanese version. This is the faster route. Will be things like Out of Bounds. Actually don't know much about. Yeah, I'm excited to see.
Yeah, these were the wrong warps that we're going to be using was found by Products, and then there was also a YouTuber like FDS Do 1 or something like that that had a video of one of the warps, just showing that it could warp you to a certain area. And Burb, who unfortunately isn't here right now, Burb pretty much went through and mapped out all the different wrong warps that we have found so far. And there's a lot.
That must have been a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's beautiful though.
My experience with glitch heavens is that the glitch heaven is usually bigger than SBD. So to map out a glitch heaven, like a really impressive thing to me. Ah, yes, he was going for a double floor.
Yeah.
Whenever you have a 2-tile fall followed by a 4-tile, actually whip twice if you're frame perfect. From this, I believe it's back. You can go through 2 floors. I just hear a split.
Yeah, I'm keeping track with my time because otherwise I'm gonna be all off. So I have my splits up right now also. just for my own reference.
Madness.
I did not check my hearts. Oh yeah, I forgot. We are way over.
That's right. Yeah.
Usually I'm at like 180 right there if we miss that first heart grind, but being at 210, that's more than enough.
Off the noise gate. Just turn it off. Okay.
Now we're gonna come down and we're gonna go
now.
get our chain whip now.
Yeah, because normally in the US version you would get the chain whip first, and then since you're gonna be backtracking through this area, you'd be doing Berkeley Mansion, the mansion that we just cleared on the way back on the return. But here, since we have access to Out of Bounds, we are not gonna be backtracking through this, and that's why that mansion was done before getting chain whip.
Yeah, we're gonna miss the cycle to get the blue crystal, but it's not gonna matter because we're gonna be able to get to Rover without needing the blue crystal, and you'll see why. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, we missed that double also.
Yeah, that one is frame perfect.
The way Simon's graphic looked when you went for it, it almost looked like you got it.
I know. I probably whipped myself out of it.
Oh, that is possible.
Sometimes with the camera, if you go too fast, it'll actually like cancel it out.
The other classic is going so fast there that you screen wrap back to the top of the chain whip house. That's always fun.
Or just falling straight through the floor and dying in invisible water underneath. That's always a fun one too. And then it just keeps killing you and dying because it spawns you right on that block, and you just endlessly die forever.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. There is a frame to jump out of that if you fall into that endless loop.
So where are we headed now? Going to blue crystal?
So we're gonna normally that's where we would go, but we're actually heading to the warp point where we're gonna which is the boundary of Algiba and here. So as you saw, we wouldn't have had enough time because the day and night transition already happened. But oh, that's okay. Just go to Rover without needing blue crystal.
This is where
So
the
I need to
exciting
take
part begins.
some health. All right, one more. All right, there we go. All right, so as you notice, there's a loading zone when you go in between towns. The game doesn't know the last coordinates that I was in was on the other side of that loading zone. The game doesn't know where to place me after it already loaded the other area. So it puts us in a limbo zone, and now we are well underneath the town and right next to Rover in the cave.
Yeah, and the special thing about this is that the camera is, for some reason, pushed further down than normal. And this is the trick that allows us to momentarily skip the blue crystal. Because normally you'd have to kneel here to have the lake just sort of scroll up and let you actually jump into the water. But because of that camera position, we can just go through without the need of the blue crystal.
I never knew about the kneel skip. That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's,
I should have watched this run more often before coming in.
There's another more insane ground warp later on.
oh,
even.
okay, that, yeah. We had
I think that's the
Close
one
one off.
I've watched the most.
Oh yeah, this one here is a little bit different too.
Yeah, and normally in the US version, when you do this quick warp, if we get it, I'm hoping we get it. Nope, we didn't get it. But we'll come back. We didn't get the quick warp, but we can still get the warp.
Right. So as you see, those purple blocks pushed him to the side of the screen, and if he goes far enough to the side of the screen, he can actually transition screens early, which he does there.
And this is the pink nightmare screen. We just endlessly fall for a little while. But it puts us right next to the orb.
Beautiful.
Convenient.
That's almost where you can get the wrong warp in the US version to go. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, the ceiling
Just soft
prevents
watch
you
you.
from doing it.
Yeah, if you try to jump next to the orb in the US version, it puts you just a little bit further below, which is below the blocks. It basically traps you.
Yeah, it traps you completely. No way out. You can't even floor drop out. You can't do anything.
So unfortunately, subpixel values work differently in this version, so I can't just do like a whip jump and get up there like you would in the US version, which makes subpixel values and floor drops a little bit different. Not much, but they are very subtle. Aw, we're back to 50%, 2 out of 4.
2 out of 4 dash jumps. You're able to get a quick jump off of those horizontal moving platforms as long as you let go of jump. What is it? Let go of left and press jump on the same frame.
Yeah, it's almost like the reverse of a floor drop.
It's much easier on the way in just because there's extra lags from all the enemies, whereas on the way out, there's no lag because no enemies have spawned yet.
So we're gonna set up and take some damage again because we want to. All right, we should be fine. We might have to take another hit, which will be okay. But we're gonna see Fred now. So Fred lives right down here at the bottom of the stairs. 1, 2, 3. You see how it takes 3 hits to kill Fred? He just wants hugs. He wants to give everyone hugs, and that pretty much powers him. So we're gonna come up here, and if you look at these zombies, one hit. So every other zombie in this area takes 1 hit, but Fred takes 3. It's basically a glitch in the game. It pulls him from the enemy table from a totally different zone, or gives him the properties from an enemy from a totally different zone than anywhere else. But the funny thing is Fred is actually canon in the Castlevania 2 novel. If anybody remembers the Castlevania 2 novel from when they were kids, Scholastic Book Fairs, the Words of Power series, Fred actually makes an appearance. There is a ghoul that is named Fred, and I have chosen that it's that Fred.
I had no idea about any of that, actually. I thought it was just a random name you gave the one guy that took extra hits. I also didn't know that about the enemy table.
Yeah, it pulls them from the Laruba area.
Who found that out?
Well, I think it was BSAC.
I figured. I was going to say, that sounds like a B-sack.
Yeah, Blood, Sweat, and Code is an amazing developer, did the Castlevania 2 randomizer, and fished through the code of all of this and explained so much of the glitches that we all used and didn't actually know exactly how they work, but now we do. Now we do. So, but I was right. We had to take 2 hits. That's okay though. Just like 4 seconds of extra time, but. So now we're going to go to the left-hand side, that same warp area. And welcome to Glitch World.
Oh, that's glorious.
So these pixels, the katakanas, are only stable for 1 pixel. So if I was to accidentally not, jump and go to the right at the exact same frame with those jumps, then I would fall. And falling on those is not good, and you will endlessly fall for pretty much upwards to like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh,
so you have to hit
went a
both
little
buttons
too
on the
fast.
same frame.
Yeah. All right, cool. Glitch World went off pretty decent this side. All right, so we got one more screen. This is where these katakanas are really tricky, because it's not the katakanas, it's those little blocks, those little square blocks. The katakanas don't have any structure in this one. And all right. What I was worried about, we don't have to worry about.
Nicely done. Is that what the safety save was for?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That is
So
scary.
if we fall there, we could end up falling for about 5 minutes. Oh, I was supposed to trying to get my trying to get that.
Now we're in Mansion 5.
Yeah, we're all the way at Laruba. We got here without the red crystal, without having to do blob boost either.
This would otherwise normally be the last mansion that you go to before fighting Dracula. But in this case, we have 3 more mansions left to go.
That's fine. We can die. Actually, we need to take some extra hits anyway, so.
Is there anything else? Before we can go to donation if you like.
Yeah, we can go to donation.
Okay.
Absolutely. We've got $25 from DJ Cliche Darkness saying, "Hey, Sat, so happy to see your run. I stayed up specifically to watch this, even though it's a work night. I believe in you, even if it is a terrible night for a curse."
Thank you, DJ.
Grum Falloon donates $5, saying, "If everyone donates $5, Sathdresh can have good RNG."
Grommy.
And Chex42 contributes $25, saying, "Yo, Seth is one of the nicest people I've ever had the pleasure to meet. So hyped to watch him break this game and start off Nest Block right. Let's go."
Let's go.
Yo,
Thank you
Chex.
so much.
Thank you, Chex.
All right, so now we have Carmilla, who is all RNG based. Same pattern. She just goes around in a circle and then starts crying. I'm playing it a little safe. We're gonna go with 8 hits. I don't want to run into her.
Yeah, 'cause she deals a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, right now it would be a one hit kill.
Yeah, 1 hit kill from here. It actually happened to me at last GDQ. It's one of the disasters that happened. I game over, lost all my hearts, had to farm for like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, it is one of the worst places in the game to farm hearts, because every single enemy takes 8 hits with the chain web for a chance at a heart drop.
Everything roughly the same health value in the Japanese version?
Yeah, everything's the same health values. The main difference is just the subpixel values for the most part, and then the wrong warps being able to do that. And the
So what were those deaths for?
we're gonna save and quit.
All right.
Instead of going back through the swamp. The good thing about this game is it allows us to just save and quit, go back to the title screen, and then it puts us right back to Joba.
Yep. This
So
gives
we're
a
gonna-
lot of backtracking.
Yeah, so we're gonna go back to Jova, and then head straight to Brahms Mansion.
It's like a really slow up A for Zelda.
Yeah, exactly. And in the randomizer for this game, CB2 randomizer, we did incorporate an up A feature into that, so you can actually warp to Jova. It was meant for any type of soft lock scenarios, but it has become like an essential routing tool now.
I highly recommend the randomizer for anybody who enjoys this game and has played the original game.
So many quality of life inputs are, we're good. Little known fact, if you jump and talk to that ferryman with the heart, if you accidentally didn't, then they'll still take you. But if you're standing, he won't.
Is that true in the US version too? I never tested
Yeah.
that. Oh man, I never even bothered to test that.
Yeah, so if you accidentally mess up and don't have it equipped when you go to talk to him, you can just jump as you're riding the ferry, and as long as you get to initiate that dialogue screen before you get to the transition, then you're fine. I think it was actually Freeland 1787 that found that out.
That's cool. If I'm gonna forget the heart, I'm usually gonna forget it all the way to the next bank.
Yeah, pretty much.
I never just remember it halfway. I either forget it completely or I remember it completely.
And you know what's funny is I went to the old grinding spot. So we need to get 100 hearts here. Normally I would grind in the right there where we would do the zombie or the lizard grind in the beginning, but wasn't thinking, and now we got to do it here. That's fine. This is the old grind spot. It's not that big a deal.
How many hearts do we have right now?
We're 24. Whew. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Not too bad. As long as we get good RNG. So like Grom said, everybody put that $5 in. Let's raise some money for charity.
Good RNG train has actually been kind of kicking off. We got $5 from Emotion 2K15 that says $5 for good RNG, and Anonymous contributed $5 as well, saying good RNG.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Grom, it
Thank
worked.
you, everybody. And to be honest, not gonna knock on wood yet, but so far it seems to be helping out. These heart drops are dropping, so
Oh my goodness.
we're almost there.
One more and we should reach 100. One more $5 donation.
There we go. We're gonna touch the stairs again. That puts our subpixel value at 0. So we can go ahead and do this floor drop. Oh, missed the glitch kill on the knight.
The instant kill on the knight. Yeah, if you hit an enemy on the same frame that that the holy water leaves the screen, then you can do an immense amount of damage, which we may see here as well. We do the death quick kill here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, got
So
the
we
death
did-
jump.
There we go.
Wow. 4 shots.
Yeah, he was stubborn today.
You know that
How many HP normally does that have? Something like 160?
185.
Yeah, I was gonna say 184, 185 health is what it's what the quick kill will do, or the glitch will do.
Yeah, the Holy Water normally deals 1, but the final hit does 185.
Yeah, and
From
what
frame
what
moves.
happens is when an item on the screen, a sub-weapon, removes itself or gets deleted off of the screen, and it causes damage on the same frame that it leaves the screen, some pointer changes, and it changes it to 184. It could have been any other value, but some glitch in the game, it just switches it to this one value, and it causes an awesome critical hit that we use. And it can be used with any sub-weapon, but there's a few sub-weapons that it's really easy to and good to use for. So I took that death intentionally because we want to die. Again, we're going to do another save and quit right up here also. And then we're going to load back in, go to Jova, and then head to Bodley and Dracula. So. And we also get to do the, hopefully, we ride the tornado, and there's a pretty cool thing with the tornado. You can actually get a long jump off of the tornado, and it throws you right at the door for Bodley Mansion. So it's like a 3-second time save.
Time is looking good here. It's looking about like a 3x, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so. We might actually,
Even with the night grind.
yeah. We might actually redeem CB2 for once.
Yep. I forgot that you don't have to worry about crystals in this version. So I was actually worried
No,
that...
we do.
Oh, you do have to worry
Cause,
about crystals.
yeah, because I still have to take the tornado.
Right, okay.
Technically, you could skip them, but
Yeah,
you would
because
have to follow
I could
completely
go
different
back,
route.
but the actual category that this is all mansions is also no save corruption.
My main
So
worry
that-
My main worry was that you would be nighttime by the time you reached the guy with the red crystal.
Oh, that's the good thing. That's the reason why we do the save and quit outside of Brahms, is because it resets us back to noon.
Oh, that's
And we have just
beautiful.
enough time to get here and get the red crystal. So by the time I get to the Morningstar town, Ondel, it will be nighttime. Right when we get to that blob screen, it should be nighttime.
Got a second for a couple donations?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
sure.
right ahead.
Let's go.
Well, we've got $10 from Rayo saying, Seth is one of the coolest and nicest people I've ever met. Wish we were hanging in person. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thank you, Rayo. And Rayo is gonna be doing Little Samson as well in just a few, so definitely check that out. Also,
Awesome.
Metroid, I hear that there's a battle going on between Kraid first and Ridley first, and I think everybody should definitely vote for Kraid first, because that's way more interesting than Ridley first. Come on, everybody. You all know that's true.
Right now, that is neck and neck. Kraid First has $900, and Ridley First has a little over 1,060.
missed out.
So Kraid does need a little bit of a rally.
There we go.
Looks like we're reaching that tornado.
Yeah, we're about to get here. Actually, I'm gonna get here because this placement for the long jump is kind of finicky. So hopefully we can get it, but I don't know. Nope, didn't get it.
In the US version,
So-
that's a 2-frame window. Is it about
Yeah,
like that
and it's a 1-frame window on here, but it's even harder because you have to do it with the loading screen.
I also didn't know that about the placement, that it actually affects how the long jump is done.
Yeah, if it can be done, pretty much also. And I know SBDWolf and JC, I'm doing this the slow way. I'm sorry, but you know me, I'm gonna fall in the water.
You know,
Or, you know,
my way is the slow way too. It's just slightly less slow. We didn't mention that, did we?
Oh,
that,
what? Missed that? That's horrible.
We haven't mentioned it yet, but SBDWolf has the world record in the US version of this game.
Oh, yes.
I used to have it, but he took it from me.
Not by much. Not by much.
SBDWolf also took the any % FPS record from me also. 'Cause I had that, but that run is beautiful. For anybody who hasn't seen that, we did have it as a donation, we proposed it as a donation incentive to show it off. But it is pretty risky. But SBDWolf, when they did the run, it is probably the most beautiful run that I've seen ever. You got every single thing that's needed and just completely smashed that record.
Yeah, there's a lot of frame perfect tricks in that one. So the 80% FPS run, that's how you can skip crystals in this run. You can. There's a glitch to warp straight to Dracula's castle, but the problem about it is that it corrupts your save file. So after you beat the game, you're not able to access that save file anymore, and so that's why it's not done here.
Did I just see a knockback out the door?
Yeah.
What was that?
No, if you jump when you go out of the door, you do a backwards jump. It's just something that I like to do all the time.
Okay. Yeah, the US version has that too, although that one looked like a little baby jump. It didn't even look like a full jump.
Yeah, you can kind of change it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna die right there. That's fine.
All right, that's all 5 mansions down. We got all 5 parts. Now all we have to do is resurrect Dracula at the altar and then finish him off for good. Or do we?
Yeah. Resurrect him just to kill him again.
And again, and again.
And again, and again.
It's a never-ending cycle until Richter Belmont gets tricked by Shaft to buy some real estate. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take this.
That backward boost.
Yeah.
That has always been a strange one to me. I never quite
It's so
had a
hard
grasp on it.
sometimes. Oh, I'm out of hearts.
Oh, that's right. We don't take any laurels here, do we?
No, and that's usually you can get the crit kill off of one of those, and we're not. Yeah, I don't have any hearts.
Should be okay. Do you have enough iframes to get past this guy on the ledge?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'll have more than enough health. It's just gonna be 8 hits.
Yeah, the good thing about this game is that you can literally just die your way through it.
Yeah.
When you game over, you respawn in the same spot you died in. So
It reminds me of if anybody remembers like the early days of playing WoW, when you're trying to like open up all the exploration areas, you just like strip your character down naked and you'd run through the zones and you'd get killed, go back to your spawn point, and then your spirit go back to your body, go as far out as you can, and then like res and then run again. Like, that's what this game reminds me of when you just die and keep powering through everything.
It always eases the runner's mind to know that hearts are no longer needed for the rest of the run. And so now, getting a game over doesn't even matter anymore. You just do it all you want.
Ah, missed it. So you can get that bird to hit you onto the tombstone, and then you go through the whole rest of this area without a hitch. But
So
a
how many
little slow.
how many attempts at Dracula are we gonna try?
Oh, well, no matter what, the second attempt we'll probably we'll kill Drac if we die. We'll see if he cooperates, we'll be fine. But if not, then there's a safety that the game itself gives us, where we get 50 hearts. So we'll just use the gold knife if Dracula.
So what we're gonna try to do with Dracula. Actually, I should stay quiet for this because you might pull something off that I did not pull off at the last GDQ.
Oh, I hope so. I don't know.
Here goes.
No, not even close.
Whoop.
You know what? We're gonna go for the backup triple.
Hey, I only got one more floor drop than that, which still isn't that great. So as you can see, that is a lot. That 4 tile rule I mentioned before, where you can go through multiple floors at the same time. Well, there's a lot of those right there.
Almost.
Dang, we missed the backup triple. That's all right. We'll just go.
And there was a chance to do 4 in a row right there and appear directly at Dracula's room. Saves about 20 seconds. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it looks really, really good.
It does.
My PB actually misses it. I'd have the world record right now if I hadn't missed it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's all right. SBDWolf in the 80% run, there's actually hex drop, and SBDWolf got the hex drop, and that is so beautiful.
What is the hex drop?
It's a double floor drop to get into the like basically to get down to the quad drop, and then you do the quad right after.
Okay,
It's
perfect
beautiful.
throws.
Oh,
Ooh.
he popped out. That means that I missed the first crit, got
Yeah.
the second one, and then he popped out. So that's okay.
So what we tried to do there was a quick kill. It's incredibly difficult and incredibly high chance of death. So it's an incredibly high chance that we'll have to go all the way through this section again. But the good news is we get to try the quad drop again.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait.
Let's pull it off this time. Come on.
Let's get 1 or 2.
Oh, just
I got 1.
yeah.
That's equal to my run.
You know what? Do it one more time. Come on, triple. Pay off once. Nope. All right. Okay. Fine. Game just does not want to cooperate today.
Nah. You sure you don't want to try the
CB2?
You sure you don't want to try the quick kill one more time?
You know, we are well under estimate, so yeah, let's do
We
it.
are. Yeah, we are. Let's
We
try
are
it one
well
more time.
underestimate. Let's do
One
it.
more time.
Uno mas.
So Dracula has 250 health. 55? So it requires
240.
So it requires 2 frame perfect throws rather than 1.
Yeah.
Oh! You got it. Nicely done, man. And time.
So, yeah, in time. Yeah.
GG, Seth.
Oh, and so the credits. Credits are a lot different in this version also. You'll notice the main thing is that it is Simon Belmont, not Simon Belmont. This is the very first version of the game that is ever released, so that is canon. Sorry, hands down, it's not Simon, it's Simon. Can't change my mind.
My eyes.
Yeah.
Second thing I noticed is that it's in English.
Yeah, it is. Another fun story about this is when they wrote all of the dialogue, it was in English originally. Then they translated it back to Japanese. And then when they did the English version, they translated it back to English from the Japanese. So that's why it's so bad. That's why the translation is so cryptic and you don't understand what's going on, is because it's essentially translated from a translated, piece instead of them actually using the original English that they had.
And this is the good ending that he got here. Obviously, speedrunners get the good ending because you have to speedrun the game to get it. But otherwise, there's actually 3 different endings. Does this game have, this version have 3 different endings?
It still has the 3 also.
Okay. Yeah, so there's 3 different endings. One for after 7 in-game days, where Simon is present during this end cutscene, but the credits mention that he dies later. So he didn't quite get there in time to save his back, and so he had back problems, and then he died shortly after. Whereas the bad ending is in black and white. Simon is not even present because he's already gone. And you don't even get to see him, but strangely, the text implies that it's a slightly better ending, so it's weird.
Yeah. And if,
It's like-
if you
it's like
notice
less
too that
sad.
the developers right there at the credits too, they were afraid of headhunters, so they obscured what everybody worked on, and that's why the credits were how they were. But I definitely want to be the one who's in charge of ambivalence. But just because normally we are, we always make sure that the save file didn't get corrupted at the end of these runs. As you see, save file is still working. So normally that would be all corrupted if we corrupted the save file. You wouldn't see any of it. So, but yeah, that was Dracula 2. Noroi, no Fuuin. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you for having me. And then thank you everybody. Thank you JC. Thank you SBDWolf for being here as well. Really appreciate it. And definitely make sure to vote for Kraid first and get your donations in for Kraid first for Metroid. That run's coming up, and Little Samson is also coming up. What's running up right now next? I'm not sure. Can't remember.
I closed out the schedule.
Up next is Banana Prince with Swordsman Kirby.
Banana Prince. So everybody stay around for Banana Prince. And yeah, thank you very much again, GDQ, for having me. I really appreciate it. I'm very humbled about it too. So thank you.
You did a great job, Seth. And thank you all for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you all for having
Thank you
SBD
for
Wolf.
having me on.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. See you later.
Awesome job, Seth, on that amazing Dracula 2 run. And the love for Seth has been coming in big time via the donations. But first, I wanted to get to this donation because it came in before his tragic run-in with Simon there. We have $25 from Dracula saying, great cause, so I just have to donate. Would donate more, but there's this pesky guy called Simon running around with a whip causing havoc. I probably needed to stop him somehow. If you see him, please hide. He seems kind of violent, whipping my pets without hesitation. Take care and keep safe, Dracula. Well, unfortunately, Dracula, we appreciate your $25 and your generosity. Didn't get to you in time, though. And after that, we are going to go to a Twitch ad. Be back in just a moment. All right. We have $25 from Sir Dan, 1987, saying, Day 3 for me to wake up to. I heard it was a horrible night to have a curse. Good thing I woke up just in time for the Dracula 2 run. It's always nice seeing game difference between the U.S. and Japan.